Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alright, today's topic is accountability. More specifically, how modern women seem to have a serious shortage of it. Yeah, I said it. Every time something goes wrong in a relationship, at work or in life, it's always someone else's fault. Society's fault, men's fault, the patriarchy's fault, but never their fault.
Take accountability.
Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Every time a man says that an ex-girlfriend or a woman that he's dated in the past is crazy, I've always been like, well, what did you do?
Right. What did you do?
Why is she crazy?
100%. Why did she crash out? Because
Yeah,
I've crashed
exactly.
out many a times, but I never crashed out for no reason.
Anytime I've crashed out, I can guarantee you it's been a reaction. Like,
Stop the cap. You want to know what men want? We hate the fact that y'all don't take accountability. You rather shut down, flip the script, start crying, turn red, act like you can't breathe and you gonna die and you got the hiccups.
You're right.
We hate that. It is so annoying because it's rare y'all ever wrong. And then the one time you wrong, you gonna die from it.
Right. You're right.
We gotta admit we wrong even when we not. We gotta admit we wrong all the time. This is what men want.
Women, we like to victimize ourselves a lot and never take accountability for our part we play in our own suffering. And a lot of my relationships, they ended. And, you know, a lot of them were because I chose the wrong man and, you know, I stayed around for the wrong things. But it was really hard after those relationships ended to reflect on the things I did wrong because I felt so guilty about it and ashamed. And I'm like, no, I'm not this person. I'm a good person. I'm not selfish. I'm all these things. But in reality, it was really important for me to stop playing the victim and start understanding where I can be better. And I think that a big shift for me was understanding that all your relationships are mirrors.
And a lot of women lack accountability. There's a lot of women who you will sit down and ask her, like, hey, like in your last relationship, like what role did you play in it going wrong?
Right.
And she'll look you dead in the eyes and say nothing. I did what I was supposed to do. He cheated.
Yeah.
Or I did what I was supposed to do. He neglected me.
Yeah. That right there, what you said, a lot of women lack accountability. No. And I can say a lot of men lack accountability. How about we address the men lacking your emotional state?
I think what you're doing is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Because again, I never said that men don't lack accountability. When you said it, I nodded. Yep, you're right. A lot of men do. But just the mere mention of a woman having something to work on made you feel away. You tell a woman that she needs to work on something, or you tell a woman that she's doing something wrong, automatically go into defense. Yeah, they may be wrong too, and we'll get to that. But right now, we on you. Don't spin it back in my moment of telling you what you need to work on. And a lot of women do that.
As a man, I can take accountability and acknowledge that I'm imperfect. So for example, if a chick said to me like, hey, Marquette, you know, I really like guys with hair. That is better than being bald. Whereas if you deal with a woman, you say, hey, rate each other. I'm like, oh, girl, you're a bad B. You're beautiful. You're all 10s. Whereas men, we have to live in reality. We have to acknowledge the reality about ourselves and the reality about others and figure out where we stand on the hierarchy. If you ask this young lady, is she intelligent? She'll look you dead in your eyes and say yes. If you ask her, does she have manners? She'd say yes. But she's been interrupting and she's been rude and unruly this whole time, which is why I have to address it. Because too often guys will look at her and say, you know, she's attractive. I want to smash. And because they want to smash, they're about to start tap dancing and like being real nice. And because they've never told her the truth, she doesn't even know the truth. That's the point. You get lied to, then you get smashed and dashed. And at the end, you're wondering why, because you have no sense of reality. And why does the lie work on you? Because you want to be lied to.
Because women are now in a culture that favors women. Yeah, I said it. It favors women. They get a pass on all this stuff, oh, this, that, and the other thing, you know, all the man hating everything. The culture doesn't favor you guys. You're now labeled toxic and everybody laughs about it. You know, there's a rallying behind the empowered woman and there is a scolding behind the empowered man. That is the world we live in. I'm being honest with you. And the reason that women get online and say there's no accountability is because they know it. So guys, why don't you force some accountability? Why don't you have some backbone in your relationship? And women, why don't you take a look at yourself? Why would you want no accountability? It doesn't feel good ultimately as you age to not take responsibility for your actions. And there's going to be a day when you get to, I don't know what the age is for you. Maybe it's 35, maybe it's 40, maybe it's 45, where you have to face some demons and you say a lot of this stuff that happened to me in dating was because of me.
Aren't
we going to blame men when it's 5 to 10% that's getting 80% of the women out here?
It's 5 to 10% of men who are sleeping with them, but they are running through the 80% of women, and now they are disqualifying them from being good wives. So it first needs to start.
Choice. We have women in mass, the majority of women that are giving themselves to these low quality Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays that don't care when there's good men that are right around you, but you don't want him because he's corny. You're as an individual, you have individual accountability. So I don't care what culture is doing. I make a choice with my box. Culture is not going to give me STD. Culture is not going to take care of when I'm an unwed mother. Culture is not going to take care of those things. I am responsible for my body, who I give my body to, who I have soul ties to. If you choose to spread your legs open in these streets, society did not make you do that. You made the choice to lay down with all of those men and putting it on that men need to take accountability. You chose to bust it open for that F-boy or that Pookie. That is your choice.
Somebody got to say it. And I'll be the bitch to say it. The reality is most women don't take accountability because taking accountability means admitting your faults and realizing that you don't bring shit to the table, bitch, but problems and pussy. That's absolutely it. That's why most women shy from accountability, because when you take accountability, baby, not only do you have to acknowledge your faults and admit that you're aware of them, but bitch, now it's time to seek change. Because if you staying the same and you ain't making no changes, then bitch, yet again, you're the motherfucking problem.
Why do modern women struggle with accountability?
Because that would mean that they have to acknowledge that they don't bring value to the table. That would mean that they have to acknowledge that all they have to offer is beauty and intimacy. And that's unfortunate.
What is a modern woman in your opinion?
A modern woman of 2024 is a woman that seeks attention and validation more than respect and authenticity. It is a woman who is entitled to whatever it is that people have around her. It is a woman that takes things for granted, is not appreciative, and kind of just has a high level of expectation with low level of give. You know, she's a taker, not a giver. So that's my opinion of a modern day woman. And I really feel like if you really sit down and understand that all you have to offer is a pretty face and yeah, the kitty, I mean, that's unfortunate. That's empty.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open.
So when I say women have no idea how to take accountability, this right here, she is the perfect example. Now, is it okay to divorce somebody who is not good for your life, who is not good for your mental health? Absolutely. But if you watch this woman's video, she does nothing but talk about how amazing her soon-to-be ex-husband is, that she loves him, he's a wonderful dad, he's a great provider, but there's just something missing. This wind's about to get the best of me today, so we're going to go ahead and just, ponytail it. Anyway, I can't tell you how frustrated I was. I was so frustrated watching this entire video. And I did watch the entire thing, hoping at the end there was going to be some kind of like punchline of like, I'm just joking. But no, she's serious. She wants to divorce him because there's something that is missing in their marriage that has been missing the entire time. Ma'am, if you're telling me, if what you're saying is true, that this man is so amazing and you love him so much, but there's something missing, it's missing inside you.
You can't grow if you don't look in the mirror and admit, yeah, I messed that one up. Accountability isn't punishment, it's power. The moment you own your mistakes, you actually start becoming better. But the problem is, accountability doesn't get you clout. Playing the victim does. And today, so many modern women seem to prefer the clout and validation over owning up to their own mistakes.
One thing that really frustrates me about women is the lack of accountability they take when something goes wrong. I am only basing this on experience that I've had. Obviously, not all women are the same. In the 29 years I've been on Earth, nearly, I'd say, a good 95% of them can't take any accountability.
Yeah,
anything that goes wrong.
You know what it is? They'll flip it as well, and they'll try and like gaslight it. They'll try and bring something into the situation that you've done wrong, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's because you done this. That's why I did this."
On that.
You know what the funniest thing is? They'll leave the relationship with the mistakes that they've made, and they won't realize it. Whilst you've taken your own accountability to realize it, but she hasn't, and she takes it to the next man. The next man has the same problem, doesn't take any accountability. Then she leaves and goes to the next man. So she's just fucking going through geezers.
She blames it on every guy.
Yeah, apart from herself. That's why you've not been in a long-term relationship. That's why you've been jumping from every fucking relationship, because you don't take any accountability.
You know what that comes down to as well, though? It's their friends around them.
Yeah.
If I was to do something wrong in my relationship, I can almost guarantee these boys would turn around and say, well, you fucked up here.
Yeah.
I feel like women are not the same when it comes to telling their friends about themselves, because they're either, I don't want to say people pleasers, but they tend to just kind of back their girl regardless of the outcome of the situation or where it stemmed from.
There's no in-depth thought behind what their advice is. They're just saying it to make their friend feel comforted.
Exactly. Where I'd rather respect someone that was transparent enough to tell me where I'm wrong. So I think personally it does come from the people around them that don't keep them accountable as well. Because if enough people tell you that, bro, you are wrong about this, or girl, you are wrong about this, you're going to sit back and go, all right, cool. About 4 people have actually told me I'm wrong. So maybe I need to take a look. If no one says that, then you're going to think you're right.
Yeah, for real.
In this day and age, to be a black woman and holding other black women accountable, you have to be ready to fight, or you have to know how to fight, whether physically or verbally. Because these black women refuse to believe that something is wrong with them. We live in this egotistical ass world where women feel like they don't have to listen to nobody and they can do what the fuck they want and nobody's gonna hold them accountable. So in the instance that a black woman, i.e. myself, is going to hold other black women accountable and call y'all out on y'all bullshit, of course y'all gonna come at me. Of course y'all are going to project. Of course you are going to gaslight me. But at the end of the day, I know myself. I know myself as a woman. And I know that I care about the younger generation of women that are to come. The fact that we know that these young women are watching us, you know what I'm saying? They're watching us to see what us grown women are doing so they can understand how to be a grown woman when it's time for them. But a lot of you grown women are acting like fucking children, and y'all don't take accountability. Y'all teaching these young little girls how to lie and be promiscuous. Y'all are teaching these young little girls to, oh, as long as you have a pussy, you should never be broke. Y'all are teaching these young black girls that as long as you have a pussy, a man should pay for your bills or should take care of you. And if you with a man and he not taking care of you, then you don't need to be with him. I won't say all of that is completely false, but the narrative that is being spewed and the lesson that's being taught is very negative and very dysfunctional and toxic in the long run.
Accountability is kryptonite for women. Harsh? Maybe, but look around. The excuses are endless. I was drunk. He lied to me. It's not my fault. I'm just the victim. Sound familiar? Here's the problem. When things go wrong, instead of owning the choice, there's always a story that shifts the blame on somebody else. She cheats and says, well, he wasn't giving me the attention. She lies and says, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. She blows up a relationship and says, he made me do it. But here's the truth. Those aren't reasons. They are excuses. When men mess up, society rarely lets them off the hook. But women, shoot, too often they play the victim card. And here's the danger about that. If you never own your actions, you never evolve. Accountability isn't punishment. It is your power. Without it, your growth dies. Excuses feel safe, sure. They protect your ego in the moment. But tomorrow, they destroy trust, respect, and even your self-worth.
Sneaky women have poor character. She lies, she's sneaky, she cheats, she's selfish, she's entitled, she's unteachable, can't take accountability for nothing, always likes some drama. That's who she is. That is who she is and who she has always been. And she is perfectly fine with it. No matter how clearly you pointed out that it's wrong, no matter how much she wants to act like she hears you, nothing ever changes. Listen, dude, you have to understand, she was always okay behaving in this way. That's her character. And all she will ever do is pretend she'll change for your sake, but nothing will ever change.
Babe, what is this? An eviction notice?
Yes.
I gave you money for rent. What's going on? Did you not pay it? Do I need to call them?
Can you, okay, first of all, relax. I didn't pay it yet. Yes, that's an eviction notice. I got my nails done and I got my hair done. It's going to get paid.
But I gave you money aside from that. Rent should have been paid.
Look.
What's up?
Don't get upset. I gave my brother some money. He needed money for his rent.
Again?
Yes.
We can't
Again.
keep saving his bum behind. All he do is sit on the couch and watch TV and play video games.
Look, he's gonna pay us back.
No, he's not. The last 10 times he said he was gonna pay us back. He never paid us back. You can't keep spending my money like this. I'm the one going out there working while you sit on the couch drinking wine and watching TV. I can't keep doing this.
Excuse me?
What do you mean?
Your money?
My
You're gonna
money.
act like I haven't helped you to get this money? Oh my gosh. You know what?
Look, of course you've been there. You supported me and whatnot, but doing all this stuff, like, you can't just be giving out money like that.
It's my brother.
Look, next time you do something like that, you got to speak to me about it. And if I don't agree, I don't agree with it.
I don't have to speak to you about anything.
Yes, you do. I'm making the money. What are you talking about?
Okay. You can sleep on the couch tonight.
You making me sleep on the couch?
Can sleep on the couch tonight. Since it's your money and you don't want to help my brother out, the couch is all yours.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
So can I at least get some ass?
You'll be lucky if you get some for the rest of the year.
I'm telling you, you're gonna like this spot. You're gonna love it.
I hope so.
What the? Where's my car? Did you park somewhere else?
I've been meaning to tell you.
I think someone stole my car. See, this is why I want to get out of this neighborhood. Call 911.
Your car got repoed. I've been meaning to tell you.
Repo? Why my car get repo?
My brother?
You let your brother hold the car? What I told you about helping him out?
I didn't let him hold the car.
Then where's my car then?
The money that you've been giving me to make payments on the car?
You gave it to your brother?
Yes.
So, my car got repoed because the money I've been giving you to make the payments, you gave it to your brother.
He's gonna pay us back.
No, he's not. We almost lost this. We almost got evicted last time because you let him hold money and you said he was gonna pay us back. He never paid us back.
Oh my God. Yes, he will. He's gonna pay us back this time. You need to relax.
How am I supposed to get to work? How am I supposed to take you out to eat?
We could take an Uber.
We is not taking the Uber. You about to go inside and you about to make me some food.
Who are you talking to?
You.
You need to watch your tone. I'm not about to go inside and do anything.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little irritated, you know what I mean? Because you keep helping out your brother. It's making it hard on me. I'm the one paying all the bills.
Oh, well, doesn't give you the right to talk to me like that. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'm sleeping on the couch?
Yes.
Wait, you made a mistake and got my car repoed, and now you punishing me to sleep on the couch?
Yep.
It's your fault.
I don't care. You don't get to talk to me like that. You're on the couch tonight. Maybe you could think about your actions on the couch.
Wow, so my car get repoed, we not going out to eat, and I gotta sleep on the couch?
Yep.
And it was your fault?
Nope.
Yeah, I know this last one is a skit, but it just shows how ridiculous women look blaming everyone else but themselves for their mistakes. So maybe it's time to bring accountability back in style. Stop blaming everyone else for your bad decisions. Take a hard look at your choices, your actions, your mindset, because at the end of the day, if you don't hold yourself accountable, life will do it for you. And trust me, life doesn't care about your excuses. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one.